Guys, at top of line training. It's a little chilly out, about low 30s. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a fire going. Stay with me. I got everything prepped up here. I'm gonna set it up, show you. So stay with me. I'll be right back. All right, guys, Ed back with the top of line training, and let me just take you through. Got a pile of smalls right here. Basically pencil, small finger, little sticks. That's going to be the base of the fire. Going to get it kicked off. Be burning. Over here, I got some little bit bigger, or a little bigger here. Notice that white deer horn colored wood. That is tulip poplar limb, and I peeled the bark off right here. Now, if you're in the woods, you didn't have any tinder with you or whatnot, if you could find some of this, very easy to spot because it'll be glowing just like that. I've done videos on it in the past. If you can look out past that limb out there, let me see if I can zoom in on it a little bit. That's what it, let's just walk up on it, piss on it real quick. You can see it glowing right there. Right there, see it? And you know, if I don't need it, just leave it lay and remember where it's at. Or, point is, if you're out in the woods, see some of that, get it, peel the bark, then you can process the bark and have a good tinder to get a fire going. Anyway, so I have my little bit bigger limbs here. So I'm gonna get this fire going. I'm gonna dig into my, I'm not gonna use this bark here because it's very wet, or it's damp or wet. All the woods here are pretty wet or very damp. It's been raining. 1 month ago, you had about 9 to 10 inches of snow down here as well. It's been raining off and on through the past month, and I'll show you the floods that I had to come turn around and go around. It's pretty wet. So we'll get a fire going here, and stay with me. I'm gonna dig out of my tinder bag there, get some tinder going, and we'll show you how to do that. All right, stay tuned. I like to do this V method, like this. Get it spread, get a nice V in here. Sort of doing this backwards for the camera view. Actually, you would turn it this way. It doesn't really matter as long as you can turn it back on it. Make sure that you got them separated there so you can turn them once you get your tinder going. All right. So I said before, within here I have many tinders. There's a wad of fat wood within this bag, full of in fact, I'm going to burn it all now because I just want to get rid of it. It's full of silver birch bark. Within here is full of processed cedar bark. Now we'll keep this cedar. The thing about cedar is you have to know what it looks like, and one good way to find that is if you find deer scrapes, and not as you were, deer rubs. They'll go in there. They love that stuff. They'll tear it apart. And once you get in there, that's what I did. I did a video wanting to check it out. But you find the deer scrape. Damn it! I keep saying scrape. I mean rub, and pull it off real easy. Comes off real easy, and cut what's left, and you got some really, really good tinder. Fire starter. And then I also have here this is a bunch of wood shavings. I'm going to go ahead and burn those too because I want to get rid of them. And then I have a bunch of, this is tulip poplar processed. See that? It's very, I mean, I broke that down very well. I also have more wood shavings from my spoon carvings and whatnot. Sometimes when I get a big pile of shavings and whatnot, I'll just stick them in a bag and hey, but I want to get rid of some of the stuff that's not that I have readily available. So, and then here is actually some beehive nest. You know, this is nothing but paper. So this is a great fire starter right here. And then I have some more fat wood in the bottom here. So, oh shit, lost my beehive. Oh man. So yeah, a lot of this stuff in here. Great fire starter. But what I'm going to use today looks like it's going to be the silver birch bark with the wood shavings. So I'm just going to bring some of this to the center here so it doesn't rest on the ground. I'm just going to dump this out here, really, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I could fire this up by itself, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what we can do. Because, I mean, I don't even need that fat wood. Like I said, it's just some shaving. So if you do projects and stuff like that, wood carvings, wood cutting, dryer lint, all that kind of thing, all those things are very good for getting a fire going. And you know, when it's very damp out, trust me, I got schooled on the use of fat wood this past winter up in New York on a hunting trip. I threw it all in and used mine up. Of course I brought it all, but I used mine up, and a buddy of mine, I gave him one stick of it. He shaved it off and was able to get fires going without a problem, and there I was. I'm going to bring some of this silver birch up to the top. Okay. Well, all right guys, back with you. I had to switch out knives. Went to the Buffalo Skinner. I don't think there's a good 90-degree spine on that bushcrafter, so we'll have to work on that. That's a prototype knife that you'll be able to get real soon at a good price, but stay tuned for that. So going back to this here. So like I said, that birch bark goes up real quick. All right, let's just let that fire get going. Like I said, everything's very damp. Good thing I brought that stuff with me to burn, because it's been tough getting this stuff going. Look, my damn fat wood laying in there. I'll go ahead and just throw it in the fire. No excuse not to have some fat wood with you. Just even one piece like that could get 15-20 fires going. And you can get it at Kmart. You can get, of course you can get it in the woods, is the best. But you can get it at Kmart, Walmart, Target, any of those places. So we're gonna let this thing get going, and I'll get back to you. Guys, they're back with you, top of line training. As you can see, we got a fire going, and looking good. I'm gonna get a little bit more wood for it, and then I'm gonna set some things up to make some char cloth. So stay with me.